Hello viewers, this is Ankita and welcome to this special episode of Apunar Sikitsak in News Health Plus. Today we bring to you a very vital and important topic, that is Ayush, the non-conventional and traditional healthcare system which includes Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddhi, homeopathy, etc. And so to discuss and know about more aspects related to Ayush, we have invited over to our studio Dr. Praveen Kumar KS, MD in Ayurveda, and he's also a PhD. And currently he is working as the research officer with Central Ayurveda Research Institute. Also, he is a Panchakarma specialist. We welcome you, Dr. Praveen Kumar, to the show. Welcome. So with this, we begin our discussion.
Yeah.
And I would like you to speak to our viewers on what is Ayush, what does it encompass, and what is it all about?
Yeah. So Ayush, while speaking about Ayush has some letters which begins with A. A stands for Ayurveda, and Y stands for Yoga, and U stands for Unani, S stands for Siddha and Sovarikpa, and H stands for homeopathy. These are the different traditional systems of medicine which is in practice in India. So this has been combined together into one term, which is Ayush. So we do have a Ministry of Ayush,
Yes.
under which all these systems are being governed.
True. That's great. So usually a lot of people, they have questions in mind on what is the difference between allopathy and Ayush or Ayurveda. So would you briefly explain to that to our viewers?
Yeah. So fundamentally speaking, there is a difference between the approach of allopathy and then the approach of Ayurveda. While we speak about allopathy, we do have a particular disease, and then we have a cure for it. We have a medicine for that. If anybody comes with a particular disease, we have a particular medicine for that. But in the case of Ayurveda, we have a holistic approach. We consider the human being as a whole. We consider the body as well as the mind, as well as the body constitution of the person. So suppose a person is coming with a disease, we give a particular medicine. Another person is coming with the same disease, we may give another medicine. But depending upon the body constitution, depending upon the stage of the disease, depending upon the type of medicine which is to be given, so it is highly individualistic in nature. So that is one of the fundamental difference between allopathy and Ayurveda. Maybe in allopathy they don't consider the concept of mind and the body constitution and all, but that comes into play while we consider Ayurveda.
Ayurveda, basically, okay. As we all know, basically, that our former Chief Minister, Mr. Sarvananda Sonowal, he is currently the Cabinet Minister for Ayush. And for you, it's been close to 2 years, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
So how have you felt? Like, how has been the implementation, acceptance?
Yeah.
And how do you also feel about the people of this part of the country, basically?
Yeah. So speaking about that, I'm from Kerala actually. So
Okay.
I'm working over here in Assam, in Guwahati. So it's been 2 years over there in Assam. But speaking about Kerala and Assam, many similarities are there, almost geographically, and even in food habits also we do have many similarities. So I don't feel alien over here.
Yeah.
And
A lot
then,
of usage of banana leaf,
yeah,
coconut.
banana leaf, rice, everything
Rice.
is there. Pitta and all.
Yes.
We have different form of pitta in Kerala also.
Okay, pitha.
Pitta, yeah, right.
Okay,
Pitta, right.
yes.
So we do have that. And Ayurveda, of course, Ayurveda is practiced in a very good way in Kerala. We, like every household, somebody will be taking some type of Ayurvedic medicine, some type of Ayurvedic practice. So it is there in the blood in Ayurveda, in Kerala. Everybody does that.
Okay.
But in this part of the country, it is not so much as famous as when compared to Kerala or other parts. But still, after respected Sarvananda Sonowal ji became the Ayush Minister, he is a very magnanimous, he is a very enterprising person, that he is very much interested in propagating the Indian system of medicine. He is doing very good work, and especially like we have the Central Ayurveda Research Institute, which is Central Government Institute in Guwahati. We also have, he has proposed for a separate building for Panchakarma, G+3 building in Panchakarma, and also for research in pharmacology and chemistry. We are also building another building.
Okay.
So a lot of fund is also coming for developing Ayurveda in this part of in Northeast. Also, he has planned to develop almost 1,000 Ayurvedic Ayush health centers
Okay.
and 100 Ayurvedic dispensaries in Northeast altogether in the coming few years.
Okay. So like what do you see? आम आदमी जब उनको आयुष या मतलब आयुर्वेदा related उनका उनमें वो आपने नोटिस किया है क्या कि वो लोग जागरूक हैं या वो लोग जानना चाहते हैं कि आयुर्वेदा के थ्रू भी ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसीजर्स किया जा सकता है? उसमें आपने कैसा अनुभव किया है
हाँ,
आम लोगों से?
आम आदमी के बारे में बोलने के टाइम पे हमारा सेंटर में बहुत लोग आते हैं जो विलेजेस दूर दूर से आते हैं हमारा, तो इवन फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल बॉर्डर पीपल कम देयर हमारे सेंटर में आता है, और इवन फ्रॉम डिब्रूगढ़ से भी लोग आते हैं हमारे सेंटर में। तो क्या है कि यहाँ पे लोगों को थोड़ा अवेयरनेस हो रहा है अभी अभी मैंने जो पहले बताया कि सरबाना सोनोवाल जी ने अभी बहुत प्रयास कर रहे हैं आयुर्वेद के बारे में propagation करने के लिए. So people are getting to know more and more about Ayurveda, and as they are getting to experience Ayurveda, like अच्छा ये बहुत अच्छा system है, we can get good relief. तो more of a like mouth publicity भी हो रहा है, एक दूसरा आदमी को बोल रहा है, तो मतलब people are getting good relief while they are coming for any treatment.
इसमें एक प्रश्न मेरे मन में ये भी आता है कि बहुत सारे लोग जैसे कुछ मेजर ट्रीटमेंट के लिए दे रिजॉर्ट टू एलोपैथी फॉर एग्जांपल, लेकिन व्हेन दे आर जस्ट ओवरकमिंग इट और एज अ प्रिवेंटिव मेजर आल्सो वो लोग आयुर्वेदिक प्रोडक्ट्स या आयुर्वेदिक का मतलब लेना शुरू करते हैं। तो उसमें भी आप लोगों ने मतलब ऐसे उस टाइप के पेशेंट्स या लोगों से भी आप लोग शायद मिले होंगे।
जैसे हमारा जैसे होता है आयुर्वेद में क्या होता है कि मतलब वी हैव अ प्रिवेंटिव एस्पेक्ट, टू prevention is always better than cure, so we have a preventive aspect and we have a curative aspect. So एक बार एक डिजीज नहीं आना चाहिए, अगर डिजीज आ गया तो उसको ट्रीट करना है, ये दो एस्पेक्ट्स हैं। तो समझ लीजिए कि योगा वगैरह रहता है, डाइट वगैरह रहता है, वी डू गिव मोर इम्पोर्टेंस टू डाइट एंड लाइफस्टाइल बिकॉज दैट इज द रीजन फॉर कॉजिंग सो मेनी डिजीजेस। तो ठीक से खाना खाना चाहिए, ठीक से हमारा लाइफस्टाइल होना चाहिए। सो वी डू गिव इंफॉर्मेशन टू पीपल, लाइक वी डू हैव सम एक्टिविटीज व्हेन वी गो टू द डिफरेंट विलेजेस एंड
तो आप लोग यहाँ पे लाइक अलग अलग जिलाओं में डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में जाके आयुर्वेदा
wherever it is possible we go to these places, some even to some places, like we do go to some places where there's tribal populations there, scheduled caste populations there, and we do educate the people regarding how to eat a good diet, how to have how to lead a good life. There is a concept of dinacharya and rutucharya. Dinacharya is the daily regimen, rutucharya is a seasonal regimen. ये हम कैसे कर सकते हैं उसके बारे में हम उन लोगों को अवेयरनेस देते हैं, so that they can prevent the occurrence of disease, and people are having good interest in inculcating those things.
Okay.
And the treatment aspect as we have in our hospital, हमारा हॉस्पिटल में OPD फैसिलिटी है, जैसे लोग वहाँ पे आते हैं, हम फ्री में मेडिसिन देते हैं, और हमारा IPD फैसिलिटी है जहाँ पे हम पेशेंट एडमिट करते हैं, तो वो भी उसका भी लोग लाभ उठाते हैं.
Okay, that's great to know. We've also heard that you are a Panchakarma specialist. तो पंचकर्मा के बारे में हमारे व्यूअर्स को बोलिए थोड़ा ब्रीफली.
I would be happy to say about Panchakarma. Panchakarma, many people do have a misconception regarding what is Panchakarma. Like Panchakarma, बहुत लोग बोलते हैं पंचकर्मा क्या होता है, मसाज होता है या मतलब स्टीम होता है. ठीक है, वो पंचकर्मा की एक पार्ट है, इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ पंचकर्मा, बट पंचकर्मा इज एक्चुअली a biopurificatory procedure.
It's a healing process.
It's a healing process.
Healing treatment process.
Simple words में बोलेंगे तो जैसे कंप्यूटर है हमारा या टीवी है, हैंग हो गया, क्या करते हैं, we reset it, we shut down and then we reset it.
Yes.
Similar to that, our body has a homeostasis. एक बैलेंस मेंटेन करने की एक तरीका हमारा बॉडी में रहता है. So what we do by Panchakarma is that we make the body capable to maintain that homeostasis. So due to different lifestyle, due to different bad food habits, different kinds of toxins get built up on our body. So with Panchakarma procedures, we purify the body out of these toxins so that the body cells and everything can work in a normal way in which it should be functioning.
Okay.
Yeah. So that we have we have therapeutic vomiting, that we make the patient to vomit. That is we do a lot of procedures before that, and then one day we do that. That is a purificatory procedure, purifying procedure. Okay. Then we have this purgation, therapeutic purgation. Then we have nasal installation of medicines. We have enema treatment. These are different purificatory therapies which is being adopted in Panchakarma.
Okay.
All the other things like massage and everything comes as subsidiaries. Yeah.
Okay. So like someone who is working here as a research officer in this parts of like Assam and northeastern states, how do you see acceptance and implementation of such techniques, Ayurveda related and Ayush related here?
Yeah. Like our institute, Central Ayurveda Research Institute, Guwahati, we have different sections. We have We have a division for medicinal plants, we have a division for Ayurveda, we have a division for pharmacology, we have a division for chemistry. So what these people do is that the plant research division, they go to the different parts of Northeast in Assam and other parts of Northeast, and they document all the medicinal plants which is available over here. So actually Northeast, especially Assam, we do have a rich biodiversity. We need different kinds of medicinal plants are available over here. So we document it. We go to some traditional healers. Some people do have some kind of traditional practice, some different kind of medicinal plants. We document it. We then go for a clinical trial with that, so that we can document it, make it into the scientific mainstream. So we do that also. That is a part of the medicinal plant research. And then we have this clinical research where we do different clinical studies. We do different clinical trials are being done. These are for revalidation or for development of new medicinal plant or drugs. Then we have this pharmacology section where we do different studies regarding different formulations to study its toxicities, its chronic toxicity, acute toxicity studies are being done. We have a chemistry section to validate the genuinity of the drugs, the genuinity of the ingredients of different formulations and all. So it is a composite approach which we have in our institute, and people, like I said, we do have this outreach activities, like we have a tribal healthcare project. We have this scheduled caste plan where we go out to different villages and we give free treatments and medicines to them. So generally the public is very accepting. They do, I should say, they love the service which we give.
With regards to such kind of research and development, so as you mentioned that there is acceptance amongst the public. So how has the Ministry of Ayush also supported, and how have they accepted such ideas?
Ministry of Ayush supports, like I said, Ministry of Ayush was developed during the Narendra Modi regime. Like it was formed during 2014. Since then, a lot of progress has occurred in the Ayush sector. Like a lot of funds has come into the Ayush sector, so that we can do different types of research works. Different collaborative studies are being done. Like we have collaborative studies with IIT Guwahati, we have collaborative studies with NIPER Guwahati. So different inter-collaborative research studies are also being done. And the thing is that we as a unit, we do have a lot of support, especially the Guwahati center. We do have a lot of support to Ministry of Ayush because of Sarbanu Sonowalji. He is like very much keen in developing our center. So Ministry of Ayush, like our CCRA is Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. It is situated in New Delhi. That is headquarters over there. And we do have 30 peripheral institutes. So among them, one of the institutes is Guwahati. And that is Central Ayurveda Research Institute. So we have 10 Central Research Institutes. So Central Research Institute is a major research institute. So we do get a major fund while the budget allocation is being done, so that we can do all sorts of collaborative studies or all sorts of services and the medicines and everything we can provide to the public. So we do get a lot of support from the Ayush Ministry.
From the Ayush Ministry. तो आम आदमी जब इस टाइप के स्कीम्स अंदर आयुष ये सब के बारे में जानते हैं थ्रू पेपर्स और सोशल मीडिया these days, ये सब के थ्रू, तो वो लोग यहाँ पे आप लोगों के इंस्टीट्यूट में आना भी चाहेंगे. तो आप लोगों का इंस्टीट्यूट यहाँ पे कहाँ पे है, और कोई स्पेसिफिक नंबर है क्या जो जहाँ पे वो लोग कांटेक्ट कर सके आने से पहले जानने के लिए, इस टाइप की सुविधा लेने के लिए?
आम आदमी लोग हमारा इंस्टीट्यूट में ज़रूर आना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट पे वी गिव गुड ट्रीटमेंट फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द डिजीजेस. वी हैव मेडिसिन, फ्री मेडिसिन आर बीइंग गिवन फ्री फॉर द पेशेंट्स ओपीडी में, और फिर आईपीडी फैसिलिटी है, जैसे मैंने बताया, सेपरेट फीमेल एंड मेल वार्ड्स वगैरह हैं, थेरापी वगैरह वगैरह होते हैं, पंचकर्मा वगैरह होता है. एंड दिस इंस्टीट्यूट इज सिचुएटेड इन गुवाहाटी इन बेल्टोला इन भेटापारा एरिया, near to the Vidya Mandir school. Vidya Mandir school in Betapara, and near to that we have our Central Ayurveda Research Institute. And there is also a website for the www.ccris.nic.in, and there is a contact number also 0361 2303714. So anybody who would like to get any information, they can call or either go to the website and visit, and they can get information.
Yes, and post-COVID especially, people, their interest towards Ayurveda and Ayush related issues have become so much. So of course a lot of people would be benefited by these services, and they would of course be. And thank you so much for sharing the number too with our viewers. With regards to this, as we were talking about research and development, so like if now there has been so much propagation and communication of work related to Ayush, so a lot of students also, they would be interested in taking up Ayush related studies or Ayurveda studies. So in such a case, like what kind of studies can our viewers, like some of them are students,
Yeah.
like they would also can
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah. Usually, after the plus two, 10 plus 2, after the plus 2, they can go for Ayurveda graduation.
Okay.
There are different Ayurveda colleges in all over in India, and in Assam we have in Jalukbari there is a government Ayurveda college. In Meghalaya there is Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Homeopathy. So students can go for a degree course, which is a duration of 5.5 years. 5 साल का duration का है. And after the duration of this degree, they can go for post graduation if they are interested to go for specialization, or they wanted to do research work. They can go for post graduation. After post graduation, they can go for a PhD if they want. PhD is more, you become more research oriented. Okay, and in India there are many national institutes. We have All India Institute of Ayurveda in Delhi, and recently opened All India Institute of Ayurveda in Goa.
Okay.
And then we have ITRA, Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda in Jamnagar. And then we have National Institute of Ayurveda in Jaipur. And this Northeastern Institute of Homeopathy and Ayurveda in Shillong. It is also a national institute. And these are the national institutes where students can do the graduation, post-graduation as well as PhD.
Okay.
And once this graduation is completed, they can go for practice. Or
Yeah,
they,
with this question also comes to my mind, like what kind of job prospects?
I'm coming
like,
to that.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
after the graduation, they can go for practice. They can go for practice as general physician after the degree, or they can go for government service. There are medical officer openings are there in the state government as well as central government, and they can go for state PSC or for UPSC, and they can become a medical officer. And then there is option of doing the post graduation. They can go into the teaching field after that. They can go to different colleges. Private colleges are there. Many different private colleges are there, and there is a new private college being to be opened in Assam only. And no, in Meghalaya, there is a new private college going to open. And in Assam, in Golpara, Sarbananda Sonowal ji has announced that the new Ayurveda college will be open. So there will be many teaching posts which will be open after the post graduation. And you can go for a specialized practice. Like if you are specialized in Panchakarma, you can go for Panchakarma specialist. If you are specialized in general medicine, you can go for general medicine practice. So different specializations are there in post graduation. So you can go for that as a teaching field, or you can go for a general practice. And if you're going for PhD, then you can go for a research oriented job. Like as I said, CCRIS is an organization which does research works. So you will be getting an opening in CCRIS, which is Central Government Institute. So that is one of the openings available. And also in many other countries also, like Ministry of Ayush has collaboration with almost 40 universities almost all over India. And they have we have almost 15 Ayurveda chairs in different countries. So many different research in Ayurveda is going on in different countries. So once you get selected to central government service, you can go to different places outside India also. So that is also one of the options available. And even in Middle East, in Middle East they have this MOH exam is there.
Yes,
if you are getting passed, if you get an MOH exam, you can practice Ayurveda in Middle East also. In Europe also they have this particular thing is there. In Australia also, in abroad also, people are becoming welcoming towards Ayurveda because of the work of government of India.
Yes, this we've seen, like with the kind of work that the Ministry of Ayush is carrying out, there has been so much propagation, right? So from this, like I would also like to know, like the Ministry of Ayush. So like what is the basic goal behind propagation of all these kind of initiatives under Ayush?
What kind of initiative?
What is the goal basically, and with what concept are they going forward with their actions that are being taken?
Right. One of the most recent initiative of Ministry of Ayush is to make Ayurveda propagate into the public. Public
तो ये जो propagation आप बोल रहे हैं, तो ये आप लोग right from grassroots level, like मतलब हमारे जो गाँव हैं या हमारे जो जिला हैं वगैरह districts, यहाँ से आप लोग मुझे मतलब जितना मैंने पढ़ा है वहाँ से आप लोग शुरू करके आप लोग at a broad spectrum आप लोग बाहर लेके जा रहे हैं, वैसा है?
Obviously we do have different strategies for this. Like after during the COVID period there was a study which was done, and it was found that almost 89.9% of the people almost all over India had used some kind of Ayush speciality, some kind of Ayush medicines for their recovery. So that is how the acceptance of Ayush is there in India. So that is about the mass acceptance. And like I said, we do have activities, we do have programs, we do have projects where we go into the grassroots levels so that we touch the common aam aadmi, and then we can provide them free services for them according to Government of India. And that is one of the aspects. The other aspect is to go for collaborative studies with reputed institutes like IIT, with DSC, Reputed Science and Technology. So we go for collaborative research studies with different reputed institutes. Some is going on already. So that other mainstream sciences will also be able to know about more about Ayurveda. So in a bilateral way, we are able to propagate Ayurveda to the common man as well as to the scientific world also.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Institute of Urology and Kidney Diseases, in short IUKD, is the first kidney-related super speciality hospital in northeastern India, based in Sonapur, Guwahati. Under the supervision of eminent urologist Dr. Praveen Kumar, IUKD is a modern-day healthcare hospital with various facilities related to kidney diseases and kidney transplantation services. All kinds of laser technology in urology and nephrology related issues are available at IUKD. For the healthcare services and facilities at IUKD, we can be reached at 98641 04444 and 8822 721671. Now, आपने जैसे बोला कि ग्रास रूट लेवल में आप लोग ऐसे कैंप्स रखते हैं, तो यहाँ पे स्पेशली इस क्षेत्र में, भारत के इस क्षेत्र में कहाँ किस टाइप का काम किया गया है आयुष रिलेटेड, इस टाइप का कैंप वगैरह
जैसे मैंने बताया कि हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट का ही नहीं, we have 30 institutes as you said, almost 18
13 or 30
30 institutes. Okay. So almost 18 or 20 institutes has this outreach activity like a tribal healthcare research project where they go to the different tribal areas and then different medicines or healthcare facilities being provided to them, blood investigations are being done, different advices are given to them regarding diet and lifestyle assistings are given to tribal people. And also we have the scheduled caste plan, as I said, where we go to the scheduled caste people and we do facilities to them. And then we do conduct camps with different colleges, different schools, so that the young generation will be able to get information regarding Ayurveda and the Ayurvedic way of living.
में भी
हम जाते हैं,
इस टाइप के कैंप्स रखते हैं,
that is a sort of educative type of camp.
Exactly.
We do give awareness देने के लिए हम जाते हैं स्कूल में, तो so that the younger generation will be able to know about it.
क्योंकि यूजुअली क्या होता है कि लोगों का हेल्थ केयर जब हम बोलते हैं, एलोपैथी इज द ओनली डिसिप्लिन दैट कम्स टू एवरीवनस माइंड इनिशियली, राइट? अभी आयुष मिनिस्ट्री इतना सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, इसके वजह से सबका जागरूकता बहुत बढ़ गया है ना?
Obviously, allopathy is not bad. I'm not saying that allopathy is bad. Allopathy is good. Like in certain instances, we must use allopathy.
Absolutely.
But equally, Ayurveda is also good. Like certain situations, we can use Ayurveda very effectively, where it doesn't cause any side effects if it is properly used.
Yes, absolutely. And then also coming to like the kind of आप लोग के यहाँ इंस्टीट्यूट में किस तरह के रोगी आते हैं यहाँ पे, और आप लोग किस टाइप के एलिमेंट्स या कुछ कॉमन ऐसा डिजीज है क्या जिसको लाइक हमारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट या असम में जैसे देखा जाता है कि कैंसर इज वन वेरी इवॉल्विंग इशू, तो ऐसा कुछ स्पेसिफिक रोग है जिसके साथ आप लोग रिसर्च भी कर रहे हैं या आप लोग क्योर भी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ?
हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में जैसे मैंने बताया कि एलोपैथी अच्छा है कुछ इमरजेंसी कंडीशन में, सो वी डोंट हैव एन इमरजेंसी सेक्शन इन आवर इंस्टीट्यूट बिकॉज हमारा पास ऑपरेटिव सेक्शंस वगैरह नहीं है. बट क्रॉनिक डिसीजेस में जैसे कोई सपोज जॉइंट डिजीजेस हैं, जॉइंट डिसऑर्डर्स है, बैक पेन, स्पॉन्डाइलोसिस, सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डाइलोसिस, लंबा स्पॉन्डाइलोसिस, नेक पेन, बैक पेन, जॉइंट पेन, इवन स्ट्रोक, and these are the main majority of the patients come to us. Mainly the musculoskeletal disorders and the nervous system disorders. And we do have children specialists over there, so children also come over there for treatment. And cancer is something which is to be addressed very seriously in Ayurveda, which is addressed, of course. Like we have a research institute in Mumbai which is especially dedicated to cancer. We have a collaboration with the Tata Institute of Cancer Care, and we do research over there with them to give research studies in Ayurveda for cancer treatment. And similarly, people do come to our center for management of cancer. We are planning to do some tie-up with the Barua Institute, Barua Institute for
yes.
such research regarding cancer.
Okay, fine. और इसके अलावा like when we talk about like allopathic medicines जो है आपको बहुत मतलब यहाँ पे जिसका उसका जो भी composition हो या यहाँ पे भी मिल जाता है और अगर मैं like US या कहीं भी जाती हूँ मुझे मिल जाता है तो आयुर्वेदा रिलेटेड उसमें अभी बहुत सारे कंपनीज ने बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स निकाला है तो इसमें क्या किस टाइप का लाइक एट एन इंटरनेशनल लेवल मतलब उसका रीच किया जा रहा है
Okay, this is something a challenge which is Ayurveda is facing because raw drug collection, raw drug preparation, standardization, drug standardization, medicine standardization is an ongoing process which is to be brought up to an international standard level. So that is an ongoing process which will happen in due future. But still, as Ministries doing so much work regarding the awareness of Ayurveda for the propagation of Ayurveda, many countries are open towards acceptance of Ayurveda and Ayurvedic medicines. So many बहुत कुछ medicines available हैं even in Europe, even in Middle East, even in Australia or any other parts of the world. It is available Ayurvedic medicines like some reputed companies are. I'm not saying the names of the companies because they'll become controversial. So some reputed companies are there जो provide करते हैं Ayurvedic medicines को and you must always have an advice of an Ayurvedic doctor while you're taking any Ayurvedic medicine. That is what I must say because OTC में कभी भी Ayurveda लेना नहीं है. Always have an advice of an Ayurvedic doctor.
Okay.
He can advise you regarding which company, which product of which company is good.
Also, Dr. Praveen, how do you see what is the potential of Ayurveda, like at a global platform?
Yeah, Ayurveda has got a huge potential globally while we're speaking. Like it is one of the soft skills of India which we have. Like we have yoga. Yoga is accepted everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Likewise, Ayurveda will be accepted worldwide, which is one of the major which will be one of the major contribution by India. We will become a superpower in soft skills. That is what I think about. So internationally, people will be able to get the benefits of Ayurveda. Many people do come to India to get Ayurvedic treatments. Even in Kerala, a lot of people
They
go
come
there.
to experience also.
Experience,
right?
yeah.
Kerala specifically.
If you are experiencing Ayurveda for once, then you will get the benefit of it. And people repeatedly come here.
And it's a long-term benefit.
It's a long-term benefit, of course. So, likewise, Assam has a good potential to become an Ayurvedic hub in Northeast. Like it is very rich in many different medicinal plants and nature-wise also it is very beautiful. So, a lot of work can be done in Assam for that.
Yeah, I see. इस मंच के जरिए मैं ये भी पूछना चाहती हूँ आपसे कि आप हमारे दर्शकों के लिए क्या उनके लिए क्या स्पेशल मैसेज होगा या क्या एडवाइस देंगे
आप जैसे मैंने बताया कि हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में आईपीडी फैसिलिटी है, ओपीडी फैसिलिटी है जहाँ पे फ्री में मेडिसिन वगैरह दिया जाता है. तो आप लोग हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में आ सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने एड्रेस भी बताया वो बेटापारा में है, गुवाहाटी में है, बेल्टोरा के पास और विद्या मंदिर स्कूल के पास में ही है. और हमारा वहाँ पे मेडिसिन वगैरह जो देते हैं वो फ्री में दिया जाता है. और हमारा जो ओपीडी टाइमिंग है, जैसे हमारा ओपीडी टाइमिंग फ्रॉम 9:30 to 1 वो है हमारा ओपीडी टाइमिंग. सेकेंड हाफ में हमारा ओपीडी नहीं रहता है बिकॉज वी हैव ऑफिशियल वर्क. एंड देन हमारा जो आईपीडी है वो जब ओपीडी में आता है तो इफ़ यू फील दैट ये पेशेंट को हमें आईपीडी में करवाना है तो एडमिट कर लेते हैं. तो आप लोग आ सकते हैं. यू आर ऑल वेलकम टू सी हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट देख सकते हैं आप लोग. आपको हमारा जो सेवा है आप लोग उसका फैसिलिटी भी ले सकते हैं सो दैट यू कैन हैव अ हेल्थी लाइफ.
आपका वर्किंग डेज मंडे टू फ्राइडे?
या हमारा वर्किंग डेज इज फ्रॉम मंडे टू सैटरडे. सैटरडे भी वर्किंग है एक्सेप्ट सेकंड सैटरडेज एंड संडेज इज अ हॉलिडे एंड ऑल द गवर्नमेंट पब्लिक हॉलिडेज इज आल्सो हॉलिडे. बट आईपीडी विल बी फंक्शनिंग, ओपीडी विल बी फंक्शनिंग ओनली ड्यूरिंग वर्किंग डेज.
आप यहाँ पे आसाम में रहे हैं काफी सालों से. आपके फैमिली के बारे में भी थोड़ा बताइए. आपके मम्मी पापा?
हाँ, मम्मी पापा के बारे में बोलेंगे तो एक्चुअली मैं एक आयुर्वेदिक फैमिली से ही हूँ. मेरा फादर एक आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर ही है, डॉक्टर शशिधरन. He was a principal of an Ayurvedic college in Kerala, and my grandfather was also Vaidya, Ayurvedic Vaidya. His father is also Vaidya, like from generation to generation.
Okay, from generation.
It is a Vaidya family.
To know, yeah.
Even my mother is a housewife, But my mother's father was a Vaidya, his father was also a Vaidya. So
Okay.
fundamentally, my mother's name is Lata Kumari.
From generation to generation.
Yeah, yeah,
And your father's name, kindly?
Dr. K. Shashidharan.
Dr. K.
Yeah,
Shashidharan.
he's still in practicing in Cochin. I'm from Cochin in Kerala.
Okay.
So we have a clinic. He has a clinic over there. So he still practices Ayurveda over there.
Over there. So through the medium of this show, I would like to express our regards and respects to your parents and your family.
Thank you.
We are almost come nearing the end of the program today. And Ayush, Ayurveda is such a huge and vast topic that so much can be kept on discussing about it.
Yeah.
But in the end, as we are nearing the end, I would just have a question for you. So what kind of advice would you give as a lifestyle advice to our viewers today?
Yeah. Lifestyle is something which causes a lot of diseases if it is done in an improper way, and if it is done in a proper way, your health will be increasing a lot. So one of the most important thing is diet. You must avoid even the fast food and even the maida, like while speaking, जैसे बोलते हैं मैदा का items होता है, burger होता है, it is very famous,
Biscuits.
pizza होता है,
Yeah.
biscuits also, especially burger and pizza. These are not actually good for our health, especially we people, Indian people. It is not suitable to us. We should be more eating more fruits, more vegetables. That is what we must be consuming more. Even the chips, fried items, these are not good. The thing which we get from the restaurants, they add a lot of things into it which is actually not good to us.
Not good.
So homely food is the best thing, and have diet at proper time, and don't eat till your stomach is full. Leave a little bit space so that you'll have your digestion is proper. That is one thing. Okay, and if you're getting seasonal fruits, have seasonal fruits.
Yeah.
That is the best thing.
Yes.
That is about diet. The second thing is that you must be, like in Ayurveda we say that sarva dharmeshu madhyama. You must be moderate in everything you do. Don't do extreme. Even if you go to workout, don't do too much of it. You just do it in moderation. There is nothing in building six packs and everything. You should have a good body. You should have a healthy body. That is what is most important thing is. Then the thing is sleep. Sleep is most important thing which many people forget. People have the mobile in the hand even when they go to the sleep. Then that disturbs the biological rhythm. That should be avoided. You can read a book. You can think about something. You think about the things which you did in a day. You can write a diary. That things will be really helpful to have a sane mind. थोड़ा mind को ठीक रखने के लिए एक अच्छा नींद की ज़रूरत है. So नींद, diet, and physical, everything you do it in moderation. That is what 3 things I would like to say.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Praveen. This is in fact such a vast and huge topic, and we are really thankful to Dr. Praveen today to coming over. We will be inviting you over for more discussion on this topic. Thank you so much, and I hope our viewers, you have been benefited through this entire discussion. We'll bring more such interesting topics before you. Thank you for watching this show.